All right, Shalom. I'd like to start up saying Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Hawah Kakwadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone of my elder Heroine as well. Salutations to the icon that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanak Sam Ban Yasharala from the Lions of the Yasharala camp. And this lesson right here is going to be on Esau, the mystery of iniquity. Um, you know, um, the other night I was sitting by the water listening to my audio Bible, and I was just running through Psalms, and I got to Psalms 49, and then it just talks about how 49:11 is how their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and that's the pride and arrogancy of Esau. But we're witnessing them being brought low by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, and he's doing it through their own demise. All the wicked schemes that they try to put into play, the Lord is using that to consume them and destroy them. So all the pits that they're digging to trap the children of Israel, you know, to trap us, they're going to be caught up in their own devices, meaning their own imagination, you know. So ultimately, this devil was created for wickedness, right? And that's why the Lord create. That's why the Lord created him. Let me get that real quick. I'm gonna get that in my Bible. All right, this is Proverbs 16:4. It says, "The Lord hath made all things for Himself; yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." Man, so He made even the wicked for the day of evil. You know, so that's the whole purpose of Esau being made for wickedness, because that's all he can do. Can you make a thing that is crooked? Can you make it straight? No, you know. All right, okay. So now I got another one I want to get, but I'll get that one later. So let's go into our enemy Esau, the mystery of iniquity, the king of wickedness. All right, Lord, willing this lesson to edify and serve His purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. First scripture I want to get is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7 says, "For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So the revelation of the wicked is being revealed, but he was being revealed all the way back in the time from the beginning. King David was labeling Esau as the wicked. The Lord named them the wicked, but it's being revealed in this time, getting closer to our salvation. It's going to be revealed. The elect know who the wicked is, but it's going to be manifested to the whole world by the brightness of the coming of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so let's go on to see what King David had to say about these devils. All right, this is Psalms chapter 64. I'm gonna start it. Um, this is when you go to this chapter in the Bible. See, I have it I'm putting it up on my Bible app. But if you go to it in the scriptures, it says it's where is it at? It's like you. Oh, it says, all right, in the prologue, it says, David's prayer for deliverance, complaining of his enemies. Wait, hold on. All right, so it was a prayer concerning Doag, um, the Edomite. All right, Shlakia, that's Psalm 52. All right, we're going to the other Psalms next, but this is Psalms 52 and 1. This is if you read it in the prologue, it says um the chief musician, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech. All right, so just let you know, Esau always been our enemy, man. Ever since the moment that we got our blessing, all right. And King David knew that Esau was our enemy. All right. So to Psalms 52 and 1, it says, "Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man?" All right. And that mischief is um great harm, grief, mischief, worse, wretchedness, wrongdoings, um worse than worse, evil. All right. Bad, evil distress, misery, injury, calamity. That's all they're about. That's all they did. Said the devil was sent but to kill, steal, and destroy. So that word, that rhyme, I'm going to mischief. Why boast of thyself in evil, man? That rhyme is evil or bad. So why did they boast of themselves in evil, right? And it says, thy tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp sword, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Right? They're the forger of lies, man. You know, he was a murderer from the beginning. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. What is that? John 8:45, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Verse 3, it said, "Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, say lie." So that's all the wicked are estranged from the womb. This is exactly what this devil was built for, the mischief that he involved himself in. That's his only purpose on earth. So that therefore, when the righteous kingdom is set up, they have to be destroyed because there's no place here on earth for them anymore. There will be no place on earth for them. Once the kingdom is built up after their 1,000 years of slavery, there will be no purpose for them on the earth. So the Lord is going to get rid of them, man. The Lord is getting rid of them as we speak. All right, it says, "Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue," man. So this ain't just because you know he was upset that he told Saul where he was, but no, he knew the nature of Esau and his motive behind the things that he says and the things that he does. It's all for mischief and deceitful purposes, man. If we call Esau can't get right because he can't. We can't make a thing that is crooked straight. Let me see if I can find that real quick in the Apocrypha. Can you make a crooked thing straight? If I can't find it real quick, I'll keep it moving. Um, but no, you can't make a crooked thing that is crooked. You can't make it straight. All right. Um, well, I can't find it. I know it's in the Apocrypha. I'll try to find it later on. But you know, that's the only thing that Esau was made for to be loose from his prison for a little season to go out and deceive the nations, man, and to bring forth the judgment that's to come. It's the Most High's whooping stick. That's all he is. It says, "Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever." See, even King David knew the destiny of Esau, man. "And he shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah." That wasn't only just talking about the Nabateans running them out, but that's meaning them being rooted off the earth, man. It says, the righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trusted in an abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Right. So Esau wasn't even propped up at that time, if I'm not mistaken. Like Doeg the Edomite was in servitude, and it wasn't until the rebellion in 1 Kings chapter 8, I think it was under King David, to when they got loose from the bonds from us having them in servitude. So he's talking about Esau as a whole. It says, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of Yahweh. I trust in the mercy of Yahweh forever and ever. And the elect are like a green olive tree, man. That green olive tree in Revelations 11. Okay. Um, Let me get that real quick. I'm gonna turn to it in the Bible, so I don't want to get off this page on my app. So let's go to Revelation chapter 11, verse 4. It says, no, verse 1. It says, and there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, rise and measure thou the temple of Yahweh, and the altar, and them that worship therein. So that's measuring the elect according to this standard, according to this banner, meaning these scriptures. It says, but the court which is without the temple, leave it out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and to the holy city shall be treaded down under foot 42 months. All right, so 2/3 of our people in these other nations are profane, meaning outside the temple. Okay, it says, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. All right. It says, this is the point. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before Yahweh, the power of the earth. Right. So now, going back to Psalms real quick, it says, Psalm 52:8, it says, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of Yahweh. I trust in the mercy of Yahweh forever and ever. That's why King David's back here on this earth representing one of those olive trees. It says, verse 9, it says, I will praise thee forever because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. And the saints are the elect. All right, so King David is back on earth here today, prophesying, all right, exposing who the mystery of iniquity is. He was doing it back then, and he was doing it now, man. Like the prologue says, to the chief musician of Mishkal, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite, he was an Edomite, bro. So we know King David at that time, he knew who our enemy was. You know? He knew who our enemy was, man. All right, real quick, let me find, all right, so this is another psalm. Let's see who wrote this one. This is another 64. All right, so this is Psalm 64. In the prologue of this, it says, David prayeth for deliverance, complaining of his enemies. He promised himself to see such an event, and see such an evident destruction of his enemies as the righteous shall rejoice at it. All right, so now 2/3 of our people have become an enemy, you know, along with Esau in these other nations. But our primary main focal point, our main arch enemy is Esau, man. You know, this is Psalm 64:1. It says, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Right. Because we're behind enemy territory, we're behind enemy lines. We're like sitting ducks. We're like sheep amongst wolves. That's why the scripture says that we must be as cunning as serpents and harmless as doves. Right? It says verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right, the workers of iniquity. Who is the mystery of iniquity? Who is the front runner campaigning this whole wicked satanic order that's trying to be placed on the earth? Esau, man. And the main top dog of Esau is Amalek. All right, it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot arrows, even bitter words. All right, and he was just spoken above before Doag as having a deceitful. They love deceit more than they love truth or righteousness. It says, verse 4, it says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And who is that? Who is the perfect? That perfect is talking about the children of Israel, and other children of Israel talk about the elect. As a matter of fact, let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 6. I think it says 1 Corinthians 2 and 6. It says, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught." And who is the prince of this world, man? Yahushua said who the prince of this world was when right before he left. Was it John 14 and 30 or 12 and 31? Hold on, let me get it real quick. Let me get it real quick. It says, all right, John 14 and 30. It says, hereafter, this is Yahushua talking. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and have nothing in me. And who was he talking about? He was talking about Titus and Vespasian, the wicked rule of Esau, when we got ran out of Israel in 70 AD. All right, the Jewish Romans wars. All right, and so going back to the princes of this world, back to 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 6, it says, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught." Then King David just prayed that he's going to make him wholly desolate. That devil's going to be wholly desolate. So perfect ones, Slakia. Let me get back to Psalms. All right. All right, Psalm 64 and 4. It says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Right. Because that's all they produce is iniquity. And so he's the prince of this world. All right. So in the beginning of Psalms 52, he said, "Why boast thyself in mischief, O mighty man?" Right? And that's all they do. They're the secret counsel of the wicked. Verse 5, it says, "They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune and lay snares privily, and they say, who shall see them?" Right? The pride of their heart has deceived them to thinking that the Lord ain't looking down upon them, licking his chops, ready to destroy them, man. The Lord has a ultimate judgment set up for Esau, man. The mystery of iniquity that's being revealed in these times by the men of the Lord through the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right. It says, they search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of one, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. And what is their inward thoughts, man? All right, their inward thoughts is that their houses shall dwell forever. We're going to go to that. All right, it says, verse 7, it says, "But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly they shall be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away," man. So all the mischief and lies that they speak, all that's going to fall back on them, man. Thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, so let's go to Psalm 49 and 1. And it says, "Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding." And that's what the men of the Lord are speaking. It says, "I will incline my ear to a parable. I will open my mouth." All right, open my dark sayings upon the harp. And that's what we do, sing in this song. It says, "Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches." Right. Those are who we are compassed about by. And so none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. Right. So he can't, you know what I'm saying? Even if we wanted Esau to free us up, he couldn't, you know? It says, "For the redemption of their soul is precious, and is ceased forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption." And that's what's going to happen to the children of Israel. "For he seeth the wise that men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others." All right. Verse 11, it says, "Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and the dwelling places to all generations. They shall call their lands by their own names." Man, that's what Esau's doing right now. You know, and that's what they leave. Where is that at? They leave their substance to their babes. Let me find that real quick. I think it's in. Let me see. This is not what I'm looking for, but this is a good place. This is a good one. It says, this is Psalms 17 and 8. It says, "Keep me as the apple of thy eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings." Right, and that's what we look. That's where we seek refuge in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. "From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about." And that's what is being spoken about early on in Psalms 49. "They are enclosed in their own fat; with their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down at the earth." Right. They've lifted themselves on high, and they're trying to play the hand of, like, as if they're God, as if they're the Most High. All right. 12. "Like as a lion is greedy of his prey, and as if were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." And that's what Esau was set up to be. All right, the sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that whooping stick. Can't find the other one that I was looking for, but that was a good one right there. All right. Um, so their inward thoughts. Back to Psalms 49 and 11. It says, "Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to generation to generation. They call their lands after their own names." All right, let me see what precepts they got on here. Is it 15 and 16? No. All right, so verse 12, Psalms 49 and 12 said, nevertheless, men being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. It says, this is their way, this their way is folly, yet their prosperity. Oh. All right, I'm going to close it out with this. This is Job chapter 27, verse 13. And it says, this is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the inheritance of oppressors, which they shall receive of the most high of them all of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So it doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter that they have the mindset that their houses shall live forever, and they should continue on from generation to generation. That's what their inward thoughts is, according to Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai set the bounds that he cannot surpass. All right. So now, if his children be multiplied, they're multiplied. That's the Lord bringing them back to this earth to reap that judgment from the past. All right, for the past. It says, verse 15. It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as clay. Right. That's why King David called him a mighty man, because he trusted in his wealth and his riches. All right. But even though they heap all that shit up, scripture says in Habakkuk, that's going to be a witness against them. No, that's James chapter 5, Salakia. That the money is cankered, and the rest of it shall be a witness against them. All right. It says, verse 17, it says, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. So all these things that they're gathering up together, they're gathering up for us, man. It says, he that buildeth his house as a moth and as a booth that the keeper maketh, the rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He opened his eyes, and he is not. And that's the that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be when we're in the kingdom. It's gonna be like Esau never really existed for real. Just like how we are in this society right now, like as if we don't even exist. That's how it's gonna be for Esau, man. That's how it's gonna be for the so-called Caucasian race. It says, terror shall take hold on him as waters, a tempest stealeth him away in the night. The east wind carried him away, and he departed, and as a storm hurtleth him out of his place. For Yahweh shall cast upon him and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. All right, men shall clap their hands at him and hiss him out of his place, man. And you're witnessing this happen right now, man. And it's all being done by the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So that's the portion of the wicked man, the mystery of iniquity, Esau, the so-called Caucasian race, man. That's their inheritance of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. But the inheritance of the children of Israel, right, the elect are going to be the first fruits that get deliverance, but the 2/3 that get destroyed on this side will be brought back into the kingdom. So our heritage is forever, and the heritage of Esau is him being cut off forever. Non-existent. And that's how it's going to be in that time. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to serve his purpose. With that, the light said, Ka halayim la Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kwadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Herawan as well. Salutations to the icon that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Shalom.